Well, you're looking at a beautiful live shot of the downtown city skyline from our Global One News helicopter tonight. The buzz is growing as the Olympic flame closes in on Edmonton. The torch enters Alberta tonight from Saskatchewan and will be in Sherwood Park tomorrow just after noon. The relay through Edmonton begins at 5 p.m. at Horlack Park before getting to City Hall about 2 hours later around 7 p.m. And along the way, it will pass the Butterdome and travel down White Avenue before heading to the Legislature and Jasper Avenue. And police will be providing an escort.
Security for the torch personnel is being handled by the RCMP. However, we're going to be involved with traffic control and crowd control and any arrests that might have to pop up along the route.
Global One will be following the Olympic torch relay as it makes its way through Edmonton tomorrow. For live streaming coverage from our news helicopter, you can log on to globaltvedmonton.com Wednesday afternoon starting at 5. The torch will carry on from Edmonton south towards Red Deer on Friday. Yes, and a warning, don't get too close to, there's an envelope around the torch carrier, and if you get too close, you will be thrown to the ground by one of the RCMP officers running in sort of a modified gray Olympic suit.
Wow.
It's going to be very exciting and good weather for running with the Olympic flame hits our province tonight. Its first stop is in the border city of Lloydminster. Now, of course, it will be in Edmonton tomorrow, then make its way to Calgary next week. When it does, it will be carried by a man who's defied the odds. 8 years ago, John Byrne relied on oxygen as his own lungs were destroying his body. But now, after a double lung transplant, he's preparing to carry the Olympic flame. Heather Urix reports.
Daily, he tests them, a set of lungs that have only been his a handful of years.
My quality of life was virtually none. I couldn't do stairs. I had to stop going to places that had stairs. I was on oxygen full-time, which was a full-time job in on itself.
Because of a medical condition, John Byrne's own body was destroying his lungs.
I was told that a transplant would be my only option at any chance of quality of life.
8 years ago, John received a double lung transplant, and with it, he got his life back.
To be able to just walk around without any oxygen on and not be out of breath, to be able to go to the physiotherapy room and to sit on a bike and just pedal and not be out of breath, it felt miraculous.
Still, John never imagined something like this would ever be possible.
When that opportunity presented itself, I freaked out.
On January 20th, John will carry the Olympic torch for 300 meters in Exshaw, Alberta.
They asked the question, why would you want to carry the torch? And I said, well, for two reasons.
One, he says, is to represent Canada. The other, to show what's possible when you choose to become an organ donor.
I'm living proof. I know personally that my life was saved and greatly improved because of the generosity of another Canadian family who consented to organ donation.
Heather Urix, Global News.
Inspiring story, and a lot of people really excited to carry that torch as proud Canadians.
Yeah, and we won't be worrying about wind chills. The only thing you might want to be concerned about is potential icy patches. As
those suits don't look very thick.
Yeah, you're going to
like
have something underneath them, definitely.
Excitement is building in Alberta as the Olympic flame makes its way into our province. Tomorrow it will be here in Edmonton, and as Shane Jones reports, everyone is geared up for the big event.
The torch relay is almost here. Wednesday will see Edmontonians beaming with Olympic pride as the flame is run through the city. EPS will lead the way.
Security for the torch personnel is being handled by the RCMP. However, we're going to be involved with traffic control and crowd control and any arrests that might have to pop up along the route.
Police are preparing for a route similar to how they patrol the Capital X parade.
So it's kind of like a combination between a parade and, say, when the soldiers come home, that kind of escort as well.
When the torch arrives here in Edmonton, the festivities will all begin right here in Horlack Park before heading downtown. The route will pass the university's Butterdome before hitting White Avenue between 109th and 103rd Streets. The torch relay will wrap up here downtown at City Hall, where the final celebration festivities will take place.
There are going to be a number of film shorts, sports film shorts, that will be projected onto some of the windows on the south side of the avenue.
And we're very proud to have a celebration along the route and at the square that all citizens of Edmonton can come out and enjoy and be part of this Olympic event.
Before arriving in Edmonton, the flame will visit Strathcona County, Fort Saskatchewan, and St. Albert, where Jim Hole will carry the torch.
I think about the family. I think I'm running partly for the University of Alberta, for our company family, and for the community. So it's going to be really exciting because you're addressing all of that. But you realize too at the same time that you are carrying this torch, and you are one of the representatives for the country.
An Olympic-sized honor.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime event, so it's going to be fantastic.
Shane Jones, Global News.
And if you can't make it down to see the torch run in person tomorrow, Global One will be flying overhead as the torch makes its way to downtown Edmonton, and we will be streaming Global One's feed live on the internet beginning at 5. To watch it, just go to globaltvedmonton.com to follow the flame. Kevin Newman ran with a torch. That would be a huge honor. I wanted to do that too.
Yeah, exactly.
Not lucky enough.
We'll have great weather for it here in Edmonton tomorrow.
That's the Olympic torch relay in Saskatchewan earlier today. Edmontonians have reason to be excited as the flame makes its way closer to our city. The torch has now entered Alberta and will be in Sherwood Park tomorrow just after noon. The relay through Edmonton begins at 5 p.m. at Horlock Park before getting to City Hall 2 hours later. Global One will be following the Olympic torch relay as it makes its way through Edmonton tomorrow. We will have coverage on our newscasts and online. Kevin, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, guys will be running around like crazy.
I know, and I like how the torch runners actually don't have to run very fast. You know,
That's
you
right.
kind of just shuffle along.
Yeah, but you want to enjoy the moment. Why go fast?
Exactly.
If you go fast, it's going to last less time, right?
It's like if you hit a grand slam in the World Series, you got to walk
your time.
those
Well,
bases.
yeah. Unless you're Chris Chambliss, you got to get off because you're going to get kind of run over. Anyway,